Hi, I'm Kristen White here at Book Expo America 2012. We're here with celebrity best-selling author TV, and my guest is Rick Robinson. Rick, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me on the show. I appreciate it very much.
So tell me a little bit about your book.
Well, I write political thrillers, and the whole line of my political thrillers are, if you like politics, you love my books. If you hate politics, I kill politicians. So I have something for everybody in all of my books. Now, this latest book is a continuation, a fourth in a series, where Congressman Richard Thompson finds himself in Ireland, of all places, and suddenly in the middle of a conflict. Think Kentucky horses, Irish whiskey, and Middle East conflict, and it kind of wraps it all together.
Sounds very intriguing. Let's see the cover.
Well, the cover is right here, and it has already won this year. It won the grand prize at the London Book Festival earlier this year, and it also was named the Best Suspense Thriller by the Next Generation Indie Book Awards.
And what's the title here?
The title is Writ of Mandamus.
I knew I wasn't going to get that right.
Got to get the title right. That's all right. It's a lawyer thing. You got to be a lawyer to get that one right. But a writ of mandamus is where a court orders a government official to do something. And so someone has filed a writ of mandamus lawsuit against a congressman, trying to force him to make a vote in Congress. And that ties into the whole scope of the story as well.
So tell me a little bit about you. What inspired you to write this book or this series?
Well, I'm one of those people that wrote for 30 years. Everybody has one book in them. Right. I spent 30 years writing the wrong one.
I'm sure many authors can relate to that one.
I wanted to write the great coming-of-age novel. And every time I tried telling a little bit about my personality, I could never get past the third chapter. I had never come of age, which kind of stood in the way of writing a coming-of-age novel. I was telling this to one of my clients one day, and he said, "Why are you trying to write a coming-of-age novel? You've got all these great stories from 30 years in politics. Write a political thriller." And that's what I ended up doing. That's how the series started.
So this seems like it's a very timely book today. You know, we have the election year. What do you hope? I mean, I know it's a fiction book, but what is your inspiration, or what are you hoping that readers will be impacted in what way by this book?
Well, I like in these particular books, what I really like to do is to have people get a feel for the inside of politics. What it's like to be on the campaign bus for a week with the candidate, get a feel for what it's really like to be the insider. Now, I also write a column for the Daily Caller where I do get into practical politics, and I write them from a humor perspective. And I guess what I'd like to, from the humor perspective, I'd like for people to lighten up a little bit, okay, guys? It's politics. Lighten up a little bit.
It's no laughing matter politics, right?
It's a blood sport. It is a blood sport, and everybody dies in books like these, and in political thrillers. You got to have enough dead bodies in your back pocket to write a political thriller, so it's a blood sport too.
So Rick Robinson, where can we find this wonderful book?
You can find this book by going to my website, which is authorrickrobinson.com. You can find it on Amazon by going to my author's page as well as my back list, and you can also go to headlinebooks.com.
Rick, thank you so much for being on Bestselling Celebrity Author TV here at Book Expo America.
Thank you for having me today. I appreciate it.
And thank you.